Imagine a world where students can visit the pyramids of Egypt, explore the Amazon rainforest, or even walk on the moon, all without leaving the classroom. Welcome to the extraordinary realm of virtual reality in education, a game-changing technology that's transforming the way we learn and understand the world around us. Let's kick off by looking at some intriguing facts about VR in education. The virtual reality market in the education sector is rapidly growing and is estimated to reach an impressive $50 billion by the end of 2027. It's not just about the numbers, it's about the impact. VR is redefining the boundaries of learning, making education more immersive, interactive, and exciting than ever before. More and more schools are adopting VR technology. In the United States alone, over 1 million students have experienced VR in their classrooms. From history and geography to science and arts, VR is enhancing learning experiences across the board, offering a hands-on approach to education that textbooks could never provide. But it's not just the traditional subjects that are reaping the benefits of VR. It's also proving wildly successful in areas like special education, where VR can create safe, controlled environments tailored to individual needs. Similarly, in medical education, students can practice surgeries in virtual settings before stepping into an actual operating room. It's also worth noting that VR isn't just for the students. Teachers are finding VR to be an invaluable tool, allowing them to visually demonstrate complex concepts, monitor student progress in real time, and even engage in professional development in virtual spaces. Yet, perhaps the most exciting fact about VR in education is its potential for the future. As technology evolves, so too will the ways in which we use VR in our classrooms, opening up endless possibilities for immersive, experiential learning. Now, armed with these facts, let's delve deeper into the potential of virtual reality in education. Virtual reality is not just about entertainment, it's a powerful tool that's transforming the way we educate. Imagine a world where students can dive into the depths of the ocean, explore the vastness of outer space, or travel back in time to witness historical events, all without leaving the classroom. That's the magic of VR. One of the greatest benefits of virtual reality in education is the immersive learning experiences it provides. Instead of reading about the Great Barrier Reef in a textbook, students can virtually swim through its vibrant ecosystem, observing marine life in their natural habitat. This immersive learning experience makes abstract concepts tangible, fostering a deeper understanding and retention of knowledge. Moreover, VR has the potential to increase student engagement. We're all aware that keeping students' attention can sometimes feel like an uphill battle. However, VR turns learning into an exciting adventure, capturing students' curiosity and making them active participants in their education. The interactive nature of VR can help to motivate students, making lessons more enjoyable and impactful. Another benefit of using VR in education is the ability to provide virtual field trips. Schools often face budgetary and logistical constraints when planning educational outings. With VR, these barriers are removed. A virtual field trip to the Louvre, for instance, allows students to explore world-renowned art pieces at their own pace, without the cost and hassle of international travel. VR also allows for personalized learning, catering to each student's pace and level of understanding. For example, a student struggling with geometry could manipulate virtual shapes and figures to better grasp complex concepts. Moreover, VR can help to foster empathy and understanding by providing experiences from different perspectives. Students can virtually step into the shoes of people from diverse backgrounds and experiences, promoting inclusivity and cultural awareness. Indeed, the benefits of VR in education are immense, but like any other tool, it doesn't come without challenges. While VR holds great promise in education, it's not without its hurdles. It's important to understand these challenges to fully harness the potential of this technology. The first challenge that often comes to mind when considering VR in education is cost. High-quality VR equipment can be pricey, making it a significant investment for schools. This cost extends beyond just the headsets, as there's also the need for compatible devices and software. For many educational institutions, especially those in underprivileged areas, this financial burden can be a major roadblock. Technical issues pose another obstacle. VR technology is still evolving, and with that comes a certain degree of unpredictability. Systems can crash, software can glitch, and sometimes the technology just doesn't work as expected. These technical hiccups can interrupt the learning process and create frustration among both students and teachers. Speaking of teachers, there's also the challenge of training. VR isn't something you can just plug in and start using. It requires a certain level of technical know-how. Teachers need to understand how to operate the equipment, troubleshoot issues, and integrate VR into their lesson plans in a meaningful way. This demands time and resources, which are often in short supply in the world of education. Then there's the question of content. While there are some fantastic VR educational programs out there, they are still relatively few and far between. Creating high-quality, interactive, educational VR content is a complex process, and we're still in the early stages of figuring out best practices. Lastly, we must consider the potential health implications. Prolonged use of VR can cause dizziness, nausea, or even more serious health issues. We need to ensure the technology is safe and appropriate for all students, which adds another layer of complexity to its implementation. Despite these challenges, the future of VR in education looks promising. With continued research, development, and investment, we can overcome these hurdles and unlock the full potential of VR as an educational tool. All around the world, educators are already harnessing the power of VR to transform the learning experience. Let's talk about some real-world examples of VR in education. We are seeing the emergence of virtual field trips that are breaking down the four walls of the classroom. For instance, Google Expeditions has been taking students on a journey to the farthest corners of the world and even outer space. They're exploring the Great Barrier Reef, walking on the surface of Mars, and even stepping back in time to the age of the dinosaurs, all from the comfort of their classroom. Another fascinating use of VR in education is in the realm of history. Imagine being transported back to ancient Egypt, standing next to the pyramids as they were being built, or walking the bustling streets of Rome at the height of its empire. Companies like Immersive VR Education are making this a reality, providing students with an engaging and immersive way to learn about history that goes beyond textbooks and lectures. And let's not forget about the sciences. Interactive science labs are another excellent example of VR in education. Labster, a company that specializes in virtual lab simulations, allows students to conduct experiments in a virtual lab. They can interact with lab equipment, conduct experiments, and even make mistakes without any real-world consequences. This not only makes learning science more engaging, but also more accessible to students who may not have access to fully equipped science labs. In the medical field, VR is being used to teach anatomy in a completely new way. Medical students can now explore the human body in 3D, delving into the intricate details of the human anatomy in a way that was once only possible through dissection. The beauty of these applications is that they're not just for the privileged few. With the decreasing costs of VR technology, more and more schools across the globe are gaining access to these tools, bringing immersive learning experiences to students everywhere. These examples show that VR has the potential to revolutionize education as we know it. So, what does the future hold for VR in education? As we venture deeper into the 21st century, we can only anticipate the marvels that VR technology will bring to the educational landscape. Imagine for a moment a world where every student has access to personalized learning experiences. With VR, this is more than just a dream, it's a plausible reality. Instead of a one-size-fits-all approach, VR allows for tailored educational content that adapts to each student's unique learning style. This means that lessons could be customized to suit individual needs, creating a more engaging and effective learning environment. But that's not all. Picture a global virtual classroom where students from different parts of the world can learn and interact in a shared virtual space. In this scenario, geographical boundaries become irrelevant. A student in New York could be exploring the ruins of ancient Rome alongside a classmate from Tokyo, all without leaving their respective homes. This global interaction fosters a deeper understanding of diverse cultures, thereby promoting empathy and global citizenship. And let's not forget about the potential of virtual teachers. With advancements in artificial intelligence, we could see a future where virtual teachers provide instant feedback, answer questions, and even guide students through complex concepts. These AI-driven educators could be available around the clock, ensuring that learning never has to stop. Of course, these are just possibilities. The future of VR in education is still being written, but one thing is clear: the potential is enormous. From personalized learning experiences to global virtual classrooms, VR is poised to revolutionize the way we learn, making education more accessible, engaging, and effective. So, As we stand on the brink of this new frontier, we cannot help but feel a sense of excitement. The integration of VR into education presents a world of opportunities, transforming the way we teach and learn. The future of VR in education is indeed exciting. As we continue to explore this new frontier, one thing is certain: the learning experience will never be the same again.